Greetings, Earth Tribe, though you might come from far, far away. You are here now and wondering, will there ever be a day that this planet goes away? Well, my guide said it's going to be another billion years, but the Mother Earth is being imprisoned, and she does roar her head every once in a while to fight back. If you ever saw those ads on YouTube about Dr. Living Good and went ahead and got his book, Living Good Daily, in it he reveals that our body does not tell us that we are dying, that we don't see physical symptoms until like our organs already failing over 70%. So this earth does need a big kickstart, and we can help it by reversing the damage that we have done. And it's not just pollution or oils or whatever or chemicals, it's also how we are projecting our minds and our thoughts and what we are focusing on. Because vibrations hold a key element to the healing of this planet. I will tell you that. So I have created 4 piles here, and each of them contains a map card which states which road you are on, and an animal spirit oracle, which is the animal spirits that are guiding you on this path. So you're welcome to pick a pile because everyone's on their own path and everyone has their own guides with them. My guides with me are more than happy to give this answer and to help direct people on how they can help the earth last for longer and maintain civilization. So I hope you enjoy the reading, and I hope you have picked a pile by now. So I decided to add another card from this major arcana deck, Symbolism Tarot. I wanted to just do a drawing for each of the piles before drawing the tarot individually to deliver the message. I'm using my hands to feel the vibration of the crystal, and I use also my eyes to see which one, which card is directing me, and then I feel it to see if the vibrations match. So this is energy that we are stuck in right now. This one was kind of biting me, and I was kind of getting the message because that was upside down when it vibrated softly. So it's energies that are preventing us to go about our way. So I'm going to start with pile 4, and I'm going to go backwards, which is a little, might throw some of you off, but I don't care. The Hermit. So pile 4 is all about protection, and this is the stone of protection, and so is pile 3, but this is infinite protection. So it's through like energetic as well. And this one is more of an active kind of protection. But we are hermiting ourselves away instead of going out there and doing what we need to protect others. You know, you honored your spiritual self, so you know your path, and you've already done the soul searching in solitude, so it's time to start getting out there and protecting. So, and this is the enchanted mat message. Movement. See? That, oh my goodness. And the animal spirit, no upside downs, is a spider spirit. So, and spider spirits also, you know, they kind of stay still, and but they also do travel as well. So they know, spiders know when to move as well and make your dreams real. So you gotta pursue that. So Mother Earth wants to go green, go back to the basics. There with the windmill on top of the ostrich, and there's even a hot air balloon in the background. The visions I've had of the great spider and the Mother Gaia has shown me that all these webs, these man-made webs, these telephone poles, these electrical cords everywhere, is messing up the vibration of the earth and making it where she can't send her heartbeat out to the ethereal and to the other galaxies and other realms and other stars far out there, that a lot of these people and entities and beings that are here, that came here and incarnated here, came from far away, and the messages are not getting through back and forth and back to where they came very clear because of all these webs that humans placed here. And so we need to get back to using more natural power instead of taking from this earth and chaining it and imprisoning it and imprisoning ourselves, because who are we? We are the ones that came from far away, or that came from the core of the earth but is still connected to the ones that came from far away, because we came there from there a long time ago, before this earth was even created. So, movement. You are in the time for positive forward motion. This is the time for momentum as you come out of a period of restriction. You're in a stage of new adventure and discovery. We are trying to go green. You may feel compelled to take a trip, change your hair, or move your home or business. And this is to really get into the energy of movement and momentum when we as individuals feel like we're moving and we're doing something on a micro individual level and on a personal level, then we can expand that outside of ourselves. So regardless, you can't remain where you are anymore. If you tap into the collective consciousness, you will feel compelled to go forward as we are pivoting forward. No matter what your inquiry, you will see your dreams take form and doors previously shut begin to open as if by magic. Movement is also a state of mind. The fog lifts and you know now the actions you need to take. This isn't the time for fear. Let go and move forward. This reminds me of when Japan had their tsunami some years back. I think it was like 2011 or something. And they had railroads and train tracks, and they were wanting to move forward to these hovering tracks, but they were spending so much money maintaining the original tracks to make sure it's on time and it's fast and efficient, that they couldn't afford to put these new tracks up and transition it to a hovering track. And when I read this article, because I read that, and then I saw how they had that tsunami, and everything got washed out, and I'm like, well, that's the perfect opportunity. If you can transform disaster to an opportunity to like make change, because now they can change to the hovering, but they also would have to facilitate and instill something that would be waterproof, or if there was a tsunami as well, that it wouldn't be affected and it would still be able to hover regardless. So it's always a bit of, trial and error when it comes to any movement forward, whether in your life, in your small individual personal life, or whether looking at the bigger picture of the situation or the bigger picture of the world or the galaxy. There's always something to learn. So, spider spirit. The spider spirit is going to be helping you move forward and make your dreams real. Weaving your dreams into the fabric of life begins with a single thread of intention. Then the spider joins you as your co-weaving partner. Take but a single step to make your dream a reality, and spider will take 10 towards you, for the universe is designed to support your dream weaving. Spider spirit arrives when you need reminding of the awesome power of co-creation with spirit. Ideas and resources will begin to appear as if by magic as you begin to bring your dreams from the realm of intention to the world of the sense where they take form. The action you need to take is to be clear about your intentions, and then act as if you have become the one that lives the life you desire, or facilitating the change you desire. Live as though. The web of creation has an uncanny way of coming together to weave the beautiful patterns you set in motion. Another message of Spider Spirit is about any creative projects you may be considering: writing, painting, music, journaling, gardening, etc. Now is the time when inspiration wants to be channeled through you as something creative. And there is something to be said about the creative art of expressing truth and bringing awareness of what's going on in the world and in civilization, and fighting for the rights of children and animals and plants and etc. through art. Fighting for the land through our creations. It's another way of expressing your voice and bringing the message out there to move more souls and move more energy and more heart activation through art. So if you have that creative talent, do it. And Protective message from the spider. Are you expecting your dreams to weave themselves into reality, Mr. or Mrs. Hermit? Are you stuck in the sticky web of weaving dreams but never following through? The thread of intention isn't enough to make dreams a reality unless you do your part in the weaving. Spider Spirit wants you to know that your plans will remain floating in the ethereal unless you commit to being productive and industrious, for Spider will not do it all for you. Magic needs to be instigated. So begin to make your dreams a reality by taking action today. What are you willing to do? What are you willing to sacrifice? Can you release your limiting beliefs? Your dream is worthy of weaving. Today is a day to choose one small step towards your dream. Remember, Spider is your weaving partner. You just have to be the first one to bring the thread to the loom, then continue to do your part. So what tarot wants to come out for pile 4? What messages want to come out for the collective that wants to protect, that needs to protect, that's drawn to protect? I'm told these two there. Okay, so I'm told it is supposed to be in reverse for the lovers. So it's meaning self-love, and you have a bit of imbalance and misalignment of your values. But you do have self-love though, and you've already got that. So you might have suffered and detachment. Like I have a RAD, relationship attachment disorder, so I'm not able to attach that well because I didn't have parental figures that were that loving towards me. I was never tucked in when I was in bed. I was just, ordered to go to sleep, and I never had like a morning or nighttime routine. I had to develop that later in life. So that might be a message to some of you. And so fear to commit to, a project of protection. You want to hermit yourself away instead. So we got to get over that blockage there. Okay, and then how are we going to get over it? Creativity. All right, use your imagination and be creative. You can still kind of be in your own energy, like the spider spirit. It weaves that web and catches the flies and the vermin that come to it. Okay, so follow your heart. And propose ideas to others as well. You can be a leader in that sense. I am told to draw one more card for this hermit here for the spiders. Okay, so one more card for protection. All right, it is time for planning, to make decisions and discovery. Like it's okay to leave your home and travel and do stuff. You gotta, it says movement and stop hermiting here. So that is your message, pile 4. Okay, so my spirit guides want to make sure I do the tarot before getting into some restrictions and the oracle cards. So they had me absent-mindedly delete the rest of the videos, I'd actually completed this reading already. And instead of letting the cards just fall naturally, they also want me to fill out the cards like I did the symbolism tarot. So I guess we're not doing any of the same cards either for these. My eye's getting drawn to this one, and it's getting drawn to this. And then this one is for actually both of these. And these two over here, I'm told. No, not these two. These two, yes. This one and this one are for this one as well. And I'm told the rest I can let drop over here. So that means that these will be back in when those drop. My spirit guides are being very bossy with me right now. Okay. So this one is ready. And the energy currently, where we're currently at with the ones that are the Reiki and the healers of the earth and protectors that way of the people of the earth and of the earth. The energy we're currently at is the Hierophant. So going by tradition, so maybe going by the traditional way of Reiki instead of thinking outside of the box, and social approval, conformity. So they might also need some forgiveness for themselves, because it looks like they are sitting in some anxiety and worry and fear and depression, which is blocking them. They need some rest. I'm told don't read it upside down because it is just what they need is rest and relaxation, and they need to retreat. So pile 4 was needing to come out of the hermit, and pile 3 is needing to go into it and retreat and rest. And that's how, don't worry about trying to make yourself available to people to help them. Like I said, we're going to heal the earth, and to heal the earth and the core of the earth first, you got to heal yourself. So take that time for solitude and renewal so you can get out of this depression and feel of hopelessness, and might be stuck in some trauma too that you need to heal as well. And so this card was upside down, remember? So it is a debilitated energy that we need to work on, and temperance. So moderation. And it also says balance and healing. Again, healing. My extremes guide me to find peace. So what you are passionate about, what you're driven to, what people think that you're eccentric about, follow that. Take time to yourself and follow this. Otherwise, you will remain in this energy and you won't be able to heal or help anyone. And like I said, we might want to, it is good to do things for the higher good, of course, but you might want to think outside of the box a little bit with this. And some guidance. The map from the Enchanted Map deck. So this is the path that Spirit wants you to go on, is rock bottom. So like allow yourself to hit rock bottom and The spirit that's guiding you along the way is the snake spirit. Again, time to heal. More healing. You're needing more healing for yourself. So take some time to heal for yourself, and then that vibration you emit outwards will be able to heal the world, because once we heal ourselves, then we're vibrating at the frequency of wholeness and completeness and peace. So allow yourself to go all the way there and rest, because it looks like, even though it says rest and meditation, this looks like he's dead already and he's resting in the afterlife. So it's like, okay, I'm all the way down there. I've reached the lowest of the levels. I've gone all the way down to the bottom of the spiral, and all the way down past the core of the earth, past the crest, and I'm sitting in the energy of nothingness. And from here, I will rest and find peace to bring it back up and vibrate it out, because the core of the earth has a heartbeat and it's not being received and not being listened to by a lot of us. And also, the galaxies far away can't, like the cat realm and Sirius and all those uh, stars that have energy that help guide us, and they can't hear the heartbeat of the earth. So go down there and tap into it and feel it. Allow yourself to feel it, because it might be in a lot of pain. And allow yourself to feel it and then heal it through your own body. Okay, so I'm going to read from the book for these. Rock bottom. Surrender and acceptance are the keys to freedom. As difficult as it may be to accept, it seems that you've reached a point where you can go no further in the same manner in which you've been doing things. Perhaps you've hit a brick wall or experienced a deep sense of loss and don't know where to turn. The old way of doing things must be discarded fully in order to move onward and upwards. We must look at things from a different perspective. We must flip over the picture and take the other path up, because one path only leads down and the other path leads upwards. A new direction and a new strategy are called for. The only way out is through surrender. Accept things as they are and admit that you have no idea what to do next. If you wait in that heartfelt moment of release, then a stairway will appear like magic, and all manner of synchronicities will show you the way to higher ground. The rock bottom card is a sign that a miracle is about to occur, but only if you let go completely. And I will like to say that I am reading this right after the election results came in, and I know there is a lot of disheartened people out there, and who are discouraged and who feel the world is over, or who feel women will never break that glass ceiling. But we must look at things from a different perspective. We have the snake spirit here guiding us. Time to heal. And I know America's was founded on Christianity, and women are still blamed for eating the fruit. Um, but I look at things from a different perspective. I'm an omniist, so I look at the religions as a trinity, between the Odyssey and Buddhism and Christianity, because Zeus is the one that commanded that the humans be made to serve him, and he thought that they'd be too powerful with 2 arms and 2 legs, so he divided them. So we originally had the form of Buddhas as they are described in Tibet, and in Christianity it said God, made us in his image. Prior to this, Zeus had swallowed the queen of the universe, and she was wanting a treaty, a peace between his world and her world, because he was approaching this world when it was just water, when it was just a life. You speak it and it births into existence and creation. So how powerful is this world? Very powerful indeed. So we have to be mindful of what we speak into existence in our environment. So take a moment to heal and to change our focus out of hate and fear, and bring that vibration outwards. Don't plant seeds of hate into the earth because of the events that are currently happening. You got to release it. Know that everything will work out in the end. We're on an evolutionary path of gaining consciousness and spiritual growth. So stay on that path and stay strong and keep moving forward. Remember, it's not even been 100 years since women had the right to vote. And just slavery ended not even that long ago either. And so we are still progressing and moving out of that trauma. And there are still a lot of women out here today that believe that, like, we're not ready for a woman president. Well, why is that? It's because they're in relationships and situations where they put themselves on the bottom. Okay? Like, they don't fight for themselves. They don't fight for their own rights. They think that it's normal and natural, the life that they are living. And that's the awareness that we need to spread, is self-empowerment. And it is time more than ever, and this is a good opportunity to stand strong in your own individuality and your own power and your own of yourself, and shine that light outwards and fight back and speak up for your rights and your fellow human rights as well. You cannot do the same thing over and over and expect different results. You have to surrender your wants and desires to the higher power, ask for truth, and allow humility to be your guiding force from within. You will always get what you need. You are only a victim of your own perceptions. Take heart, because you can't sink any further. The only way to go from here is up, and wondrous things await you. So when Zeus ate Midas, who was asking him to marry her, and he's like, oh, you're just some small nymph, which is a fairy, I'm not going to marry you, and he swallowed her. But I've seen visions of her where she can sink to the size of a small cell, and then she can also expand so big that she's the size of the entire Milky Way or larger. So when Zeus swallowed her, she shrunk to the size of nothingness and went into his skull and gained all of his knowledge and popped out as Athena, the goddess of knowledge. And she was smart enough to keep her mouth shut and just pretend to wage war against Poseidon, because he was Zeus's rivalry. But it is important when we play a role not to forget who we really are. And so when the earth was created and promised that the tree of knowledge would be on the earth, And she wanted to bring that knowledge to the rest of the fairies or divas, Buddhas that lived here before Zeus or God brought man here and made clones, made man of this mud and earth, human vessels for spirits to walk in and experience life in, which is a beautiful thing. And so it is a beautiful thing that we're able to give birth, to have reincarnation, to live and to learn and grow and be more conscious and evolve as a species. So yes, I will claim to be a descendant of Eve because I have seen visions of myself eating the fruit, and I'm not ashamed of it because I know the truth that Eve was always Athena, and Athena was always Midas, who was the queen and the ruler of the entire galaxy. So we have the snake spirit here with us. The spirit animal oracle message is time to heal. All of us need healing at times, and when snake spirit appears, it is time to repair, renew, and replenish yourself and your vulnerable heart. Self-care and maintenance work are needed so that your vitality can arise. Give yourself the space to nourish your own well-being. Your own well-being. Vulnerability is necessary for friendships and partnerships to work, which means all of us will have tender emotions at times. Therefore, be gentle with yourselves and others right now. Shed the past and step into a new way of being, for vitality is rising in you. This might be a good time to honor the work you have done to heal, grow, and repair any damage within you or the world as a whole, to honor the work that we have done as a collective and repair any extra damage that we still need to focus on within us and within those we care about in our community. Celebrate together how far all of you have come in your healing journey and all that we have created. Unburden yourself of anything that no longer supports wellness, prosperity, positive relationships, and well-being, and open the door for healing to occur. No more division. Stand in your power and in your truth and let go of everything else. No need to point fingers. No need to plant any more seeds of hate. You need to focus on yourself and how far you've come and how far this world has come. Focus on the positive. No matter how much you may have lost or how you have been disappointed, you are called by Snake Spirit to shed the past and practice radical self-acceptance now. Only by forgiving yourself can you move on, regardless of whether anyone else is ready for healing. When your tender new skin first becomes exposed, you may feel uncomfortable, but you need to love yourself and remain vulnerable anyway. You have been weak, but now you are becoming strong and developing wisdom, and you will do better in the future. We will do better in the future. Snake Spirit reminds you that hearts can be so easily wounded by taking things personal, such as a political candidacy. Apologies and amends can go a long way. Try not to step on the toes of the people around you. Be respectful and attend to yourself. Self-forgiveness for your role in what happened can help you heal. Remember, it is the one who has been wounded who often has the greatest power to help others heal, and also to dig that knife into others because they've been wounded. So be very careful at this time about how you speak towards others and towards yourself. Okay, so that was pile 3. My spirit guides had me take probably about a 24-hour break after I rearranged everything to clear out all the energy that came in for pile 4 and 3. And they want me, instead of going to pile 2, to go to pile 1 now. And I'm going to start it with a story about this crystal, this tiger eye crystal, which is for courage and bringing truth, revealing things. So this crystal was given to me by a Hollywood chief who was the grandson of a famous chief from a famous battle. And the chief was going to take me under his wing and teach me how to do peyote ceremonies, etc. But it turned out he just wanted in my pants. That was revealed to me. And I also ended up calling him a drug pusher because he said that there isn't anyone that comes to his tent who doesn't return. And he also said that there's not a single demon that he's met, that he's seen, that is a good spirit. They're all evil. As I'm looking behind him at this spirit that anyone else would call a demon, and it's one of his guiding spirits. That his guides he sees in orbs and colors because he doesn't see through that layer. And when he removes the demons from these people, and he has cured cancer, but of course it came back. And this is why I called him a drug pusher, by him saying that no one comes to my tent and doesn't return, because he doesn't instill real healing. And he removes the demon from him, which is a guiding spirit for that person as it's trying to reach to them and trying to get through, but they can't hear it, and that's why they get inflammation, etc., and get cancer. But the healing needs to come from the inside, and he didn't teach them how to heal. He didn't communicate with them, and didn't instill and bring positive spirits into him. He just removed the demon. And when you remove a spirit from a person, you need to replace it with something. Otherwise, it's like a big gapping hole that's like a vacuum, and other spirits will be drawn to it. And so that's what happened. And I told him that these spirits that he calls demons, it's like they are walking with us, and they're learning lessons as we learn lessons too, and also some of them helping guiding us too, because that is their job. Because when they do help guide us, although sometimes they have a little bit of folly and they're not perfect, but when they guide us back to the Creator, then they're forgiven and able to rise above. And some of them are our inner child that had to put on a mask because it was scared, and it's in the spiritual realm, but we removed ourselves from the spiritual realm. So our own inner child had to put on these masks. If they experience trauma, then they go to bad places sometimes, and they put on a mask so that they're not scared themselves. Anyway, so back to this crystal. The shaman gave me this crystal, and because I told him that I wanted his crystals, and because they need to be freed so they can experience. It's very horrible, like to bind these spirits to these rocks, because then how are they going to learn and grow? So he gave me this crystal, and I didn't think anything about it until about a year later, or yeah, it was 2 years later actually. I had a dream about a lion, a Leo, like those huge clouds size of a football field, and a skeleton of a lion, and then it got its fur back, and then it shrunk down to my size, and it was like a man, and it walked into my house, and I was hiding behind the door. It was kind of interesting. But then it was this crystal, and I realized that, oh, that had that spirit of like the Leo spirit inside it, when he gave it to me. So so yeah, this is of, very masculine energy, and kind of ego, like the lion, but it's the tiger eye. It's for courage, it's for also grounding, it's for bringing truth to a situation as well. um and like I'm not a defender of man. Oh no, I'm a defender of spirit. That's what I am, because we are all spiritual beings having a human experience. So I'm a defender of spirit, and I say you can't have my spirits, you can't have my soul, because they're part of the tribe that I came here with to guide me. So I'm going to get in with this reading and see what card this is that is for both. And okay, so pile 1 and 2, but we're going to go for pile 1. My eye is getting drawn to this here dragon, and he looks like he's kind of facing it, because it's the only thing here that looks like it might be a threat. So he might be worried more about, like there's a snake there, but that looks like it's going to hop over, even though this face up here doesn't. It looks kind of, its eyebrows are a little creased, like it's plotting something as well. But so you might be focused on one cup, and you might be focused on the cup that most scares you. So you're giving your focus away to fear, is what this is saying to me for pile 1. It might say something different when I move on to pile 2. So I'm going to pull some cards. I'm going to leave that here. This is my little charm bracelet that I used for when I had a couple kitties. And then when I was gone, I would rattle it, and the cats would come to me in spirit. So this is my little kitty cat bracelet here. And I'm going to see what the tarot has. I'm told to shuffle it once or twice. See what it has to say for pile 1 for the tiger's eye. I said once is good. Oh, and that one as well. Okay, so they're coming into victory and public recognition, progress, have a lot of self-confidence there, and a wreath of hope on you, and lots of people working with you to help support you, which is good for movement. I am going to see, before I flip this card over, I was told I still haven't revealed this. This is a debilitating energy. So what is debilitating? Pile 1, the tiger's eye. Ooh.
strength. So it's a card of courage, not really Leo the strength, but and this says courage too, because that's for courage. So you're being debilitated by your strength and self-control. So maybe it is a little ego-driven, which this card can also. So maybe that's the message this card was trying to say, is that um, like he's up on the horse and he's very proud. Like even the horse is standing very proud. Strength begins with the choice to be kind to myself. So consider that real strength, true strength. You must first be kind to yourself in your own heart and love yourself, and then you're able to vibrate that out and love others as well, just naturally without even trying. So see what this is. Yep. So it wants to these are very similar cards, and it wants you to harness in on this energy, on your creativity, and use your imagination and focus on beauty, to like be kind to yourself and love yourself. And um, so open your heart, maybe even with some romance, like open your heart to be able to not sit on that horse with your chin up like you're better than everyone, because you have a soft spot, and you're gonna let that in, and that will give you a lot of strength by um, opening your heart up. Okay, I want to pull some more. Yeah, don't be focusing on the fear so much. You have lots of different choices there you can focus on. You do need to narrow it down to one choice though, because you are center focused. But don't be worried. And if you're focused on that dragon and your eye can't peel from it, then think of a different way to see it. Like see it as your helper instead of your foe. Like the story I was telling about the tiger eye there. So this card here is also kind of showing up, so I want to pull it. I'm told this is the last card for revealing which directions you're going and being encouraged to go, and what spirits are going there with you. Okay, so you're going to receive some clarity to be able to make that choice. But you might have some new conflict come up, but you'll have some breakthroughs as well and new ideas, and you'll have this success. So I want to see what path you're on for helping Gaia, helping this planet, helping humanity. What path is the kitty cat's on right now? The tiger. They're asked to be the gentle gardener. Okay, so this strength card plays in here. You want to be the gentle gardener with love and nourishing, and that's the path that you need to be on with your courage. You can't just charge forward, and you can't stand on your horse and have everyone else do the work as you're sitting on your horse. You have to get your hands into the ground as well. And the spirit guide that is accompanying you is the starfish. Open to infinite possibilities. The gentle gardener. Be your own person. Be a conscious co-creator. The gentle gardener is visiting you at this moment in your life to remind you that your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs create the reality you experience. She is the embodiment of the energy within you that is sent out into the field of co creation and ensures that all that you are is reflected in the world of form. Are you aware of your thoughts?
What is their quality? Believe in limitless possibility, and you will see miracles unfold. The gentle gardener guarantees the integrity of everything you send out into the world. Stay positive and expect a wonderful return. Your garden is abundant and beautiful. Do you harbor resentment? How often do you reinforce negativity by affirming lack or limitation? Every time you send out a desire for something, but secretly harbor a belief that you're undeserving of it, you plant weeds in the field of your dreams. The gentle gardener reminds us to be aware of any negative thoughts or selfish motives. She encourages you to step back and pay close attention to what thought seeds you send out into the world. Weeds choke the life out of your beautiful garden. No need to fret, however, because once you recognize this, you can always remove the bad seeds and replace it with a healthy one. Forgiveness is your most powerful restorative tool, and not just forgiveness of yourself, but also forgiveness of others and the community and your country and the world as a whole, as we are still learning and progressing forwards. As I want to move along to the starfish spirit and what guidance it is offering you, as it will be beside you for this journey. As a power animal, the starfish symbolizes the ability to regenerate itself. It also embodies qualities such as guidance and protection. It reminds us that we are not alone. This power animal also symbolizes strength and resilience, as well as the interconnection of all living beings with the natural world, and encourages us to find balance and harmony as it renews and gives us divine guidance, infinite love, inspiration, brilliance, and intuition. Protection message. When cynicism says no, Starfish Spirit says yes 1,000 times over. Are you willing to entertain new possibilities? Are you limiting your goals in order to be realistic and cutting yourself off from the power of dreaming big? Let go of your rigid beliefs about what is possible for you and let Starfish Spirit inspire you to open your heart and your eyes to what Spirit has available to you. Now is a time to stretch beyond the familiar and unfurl yourself, for you are meant for more than you are imagining for yourself. Spirit wants the best for you and will support you in achieving whatever intentions you hold dear. Open to infinite possibility. Stretched out on the beach, the starfish opens fully to the rays of the sun, to the power of potential. As you look out towards the horizon, do you open up to the infinite possibility? Spirit is the source of opportunities beyond your wildest imagination and ensures endless possibilities are available. At this time, Starfish Spirit urges you to stretch past the limits of your everyday perception and comfort zone, to dream of bigger things and imagine with even greater hope and faith. For miraculous potential is shining down on you. Feel it, bask in it, like the starfish stretching out upon the sand, and open yourself to be filled with inspiration. This is a very fortunate sign that Starfish Spirit has come to remind you of your infinite potential. All right, Pile One. I hope that this message has helped you
and that you are on your way to healing yourself and accepting your own demons so that you might help other people overcome theirs. And that is the direction for you. And I hope you found some resolve in it. And good luck on your journey. Okay, so pile 2, you're coming upon some choices with the 7 of Cups, and you're being asked to take a good look at each one of them, to take a look at those parts of your life and where you feel fulfilled and how you can expand your cup in each one of those. So, starting with the head, that is your self identity, going down to the castle, that is your home, and across to the jewels, your finances, over to the reef is your relationship with nature, and then beside it, the dragon is your relationship with your demons, and up with the snake is how honest and how truthful are you. And then with the image that is covered up, that's the great mystery that once you figure out the 6 cups, the 7th one will be revealed to you. So if you chose this pile, you chose the cream moonstone, and below what I'm holding is a regular moonstone. They're usually smooth and you could see a lot more color in them, but in this one with the diamond-like cut, you can't really see the color as well. But above it, there is a little ritual you can do with a moonstone to help bring some dreams to you, as the cream moonstone is all about dream and travel and intuition, and also femininity and clarity, connection with the divine. It's a birthstone of Cancer, Libra, Scorpio, and Pisces. And it's been called the Traveler Stone, and the Stone of New Beginnings, and the Dream Stone, and the Stone of Sudden Inspiration. So it helps with creativity, and it helps bring positivity and calming. So I hope you've looked at each of these cups, and you can do some journaling about each one of them and your relationship regarding each one of these cups. And then the 7th will be something that unveils itself for you. If you do astro travel, this is a call for you to travel to the energy points, such as the Earth's chakras and vortexes, to help with the alignment of the energy and the healing of the earth. Go there with your guides and see what spirits are there to communicate with and what part you play, because we are spiritual beings having a human experience, and we are extending our stay here in our human body, but we are still needed in spirit. So it is important to be with spirit and astral project with your spiritual body to these sites and to other places that you're pulled to in order to engage with them. Okay, so I'm going to be moving on to the reading and the debilitating card that I pulled from the Symbolism Tarot. Okay, so onward to the cream moonstone, pile 2, the debilitating card.
is the moon itself. So maybe there's some illusions that you need to break through in order to see the truth. Um, Looking at the picture, it kind of looks like she's pregnant, she's holding on to something, and then this looks like a skull, and then this looks like another woman that's holding on to something as well, so it's like a mirage of yourself. And she's holding, so but that's all just clothing though. And then there's another face here, like a mask that's at the feet, so that's something that's underneath us that isn't our true self, and it's holding up holding up this clothing as well. Um, so you need to walk in your own authenticity. The path may not be clear, but my intuition lights the way one step at a time. So, one step at a time, go through, like I said, go through these cups so you can really know yourself and walk in your own authenticity and your own awareness and your own power, and without fear of being naked, which is being vulnerable and being your true self, so you can be completely open to receiving. So, and that's how you can give back and help. Once you receive your gifts, then you can use them to help. Okay, so I'm going to draw some more tarot as clarifiers for this moon card and how it is debilitating pile 2. Because pile 2 is all about the intuition, but something is blocking us. Pile 2, moon card, clarifiers. Okay, this one I'm being told yes, and no. There we go. That one. My dog was shuffling around in the background. Okay, so, and this is supposed to be a clarifier. So you need, like I said, you need to go and soul search. You need to take time out to figure out what each of those cups mean to you and where you're at. So you need to know your own truth and your own worth. So you need to take some time to yourself in order to do that. And you have enough financial security that you're able to step back away from, because you have long-term success and contributions. So you're able to step away from work and projects and pursuing financial opportunities for a little bit, so you can hermit and be in this energy to really harness your intuition, and then you can come back as you should be the high priestess here. Okay, like this moon card is a debilitator to you. It's illusionary because you don't fully know yourself, and this is a high priestess reading right here for the pile 2. And I'm going to see what's on the bottom here. Okay, so we have some burdens and some extra responsibility. Completion, you're worried about projects being completed. Like that's why you gotta go slow and break each one of these down. Make a decision to nurture yourself here. Okay, and let's see, what enchanted map oracle card do we have for pile 2? That is the path that spirit wants you to go on. Strength. So know your own strength, know your own worth. She is holding the world up, okay? She's holding it upright so that it may blossom and grow upright towards the sun. And the guiding spirit is the swan spirit, okay? This is kind of like an ugly duckling kind of feel to it, coming out as the swan. So, time for a deep dive. You really need to hermit. Okay, so I'm going to read these two now. Your true strength comes not from self reliance alone, but from a sincere faith in a higher power. The strength card indicates that your ideas are being tested and refined, and your relationships are being deepened. No matter what happens, nothing can move you off the course of evolution. As the potency of your connections become more obvious, you're able to harness the creative energies that are available to you. Have courage and dive in, for magic is in the process of finding a form to take. When you remember that real strength comes from a contribution of your efforts and reliance on a higher power working through you, all is possible. You can do anything now. Pay attention to your health. Your body, mind, and spirit need strengthening as well. Exercise, rest, and proper nutrition are necessary to keep you in balance. Make sure to drink plenty of water when you are working with spirit, especially channeling and astral projecting and having visions. Don't deplete yourself through overwork, as now is the time for building your stamina. Perhaps you feel the bonds weakening in a relationship, in your intuition, in your relationship with spirit, and other relationships that also suffer because of that. If they are in danger of being broken, they may need repair. Attend to them before the burden gets too heavy. Go through each of your cups and your relationships with each aspect in your life. Be strong, face the reality of your relationships at this time, and give it your attention, for any fragile threads may give way. Let go of whatever robs you of your life force and trust that something better will take its place. Okay, Swan Spirit Oracle message. With their graceful long necks, swans are able to reach into the depths. When Swan Spirit arrives, you are called to take a deep dive beyond what is easily available on the surface. You may think you know what is best for you now, but take the plunge into the depths of your awareness, for there is knowledge you are not aware of and great treasures to discover. Deeper understanding awaits you, and a perspective that comes from greater self knowledge is what you need right now to better understand a situation or relationship. As you come to know yourself more intimately, so too will you come to better know others and the world. So, Swan Spirit asks you to go beyond the surface of what is happening between you and others and resist the temptation to judge by superficial appearances or stereotypes. Know there is much deeper potential for loving connections, forgiveness, universal acceptance, and mutual understanding. Choose to dive deep into your why. Ask the deeper questions of yourself. You are led by the grace of Swan Spirit. Now is not the time for selective limited perceptions that can lead to misjudgment. Instead, this is time for going deep and being honest about what you find as you explore the depths. Have no fear, for whatever you find below will help you love and understand yourself and others and make better choices. Can you sense Swan Spirit calling you to deep dive and resurface to choose again? Resurface to choose again. Maybe you have to dump out some of those cups to choose different things to fill them with, to fulfill, to actually fill them, instead of just wishful thinking, and then your cup remains empty. And then you have nowhere to draw your magic from because your heart must be full in order to draw magic from the divine. Okay, so that is pile 2, and that concludes the reading for all the piles. I hope you enjoyed it and you found it insightful.